I've never gotten the appeal of joining a gang. I mean, don't get it twisted. Numbers, right? Like that's the main appeal. Like, hey, yeah, you definitely want a crew and people around you, and they have a ton of young guys who have no father at home. I had one, so that was a bit of a. I think that was a pretty big difference maker. Also, the fact that on the East Coast, the gang stuff didn't really rise to prominence. And when I say East Coast, I'm specifically talking about Jersey and Newark, Irvington. Like, I know they were there. They'd been there for a while. But as far as prominence, where it's like damn near every corner, that didn't start to happen until about 95, 96. And by that time, I was already doing some things. I was already becoming intimately familiar with the outlaw lifestyle. So I was like, why would I A, get jumped to join an organization that B, wants to take a portion of my funding and money? Nah, I'd rather just stay a free agent. I had tons of friends and family who joined up, but it's just it was never for me. The closest thing I came to joining a gang was joining the military, and I despised that experience. So that brings us to where we are right now. Tekashi 6ix9ine testifies that Jim Jones is a Trey non-Gangsta Bloods member, calls him a retired rapper. Report. This is coming to us from XXL and written by Marissa Mendez. 6ix9ine has reportedly identified Jim Jones as a member of the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods. When a chirp, shorty chirp back. Y'all remember those? Y'all remember the phones from back in the day? The most annoying, the text to talk. It was tap to talk. So annoying. Just, you'd be out in the world and people all you'd hear is it going, yo, where you at? They use that as a marketing tool, I think, for Boost Mobile. On Thursday, September 19th, the embattled rapper took the stand for day 3 of his testimony against former associates Anthony Harv Ellison and, yeah, I'm not trying that name, Nuke Mac. I just go by Mac personally. According to a series of tweets from Inner City Press reporter Matthew Russell Lee, 6ix9ine was asked who Jim Jones was, and he called Jim a retired rapper and said he is part of the 9 Trey. He's a retired rapper, 6ix9ine reportedly told prosecutors when they asked him, Jesus, copy editor, who Jim Jones is. Tekashi then replied by saying yes when asked the question, is Jim Jones a member of 9 Trey? Jim and 6ix9ine seemingly had a relationship prior to 6ix9ine being jailed, as they'd been photographed together at various events. However, back in June, Jim spoke on the incarcerated rapper during an interview with The Cruise Show on Real 92.3 in LA. The Harlem rapper called him a rat and unmentionable. Screw him. I'm sorry. Whenever I think of Jim Jones, there's a voice that plays in my head, and it's just coming out right now. He did some actions that he can't come back from. So his name non-mentionable. If you a rat, then you a rat forever. That's a subject we don't even have to touch on. Let me know how my Jim Jones impression is. Yeah. Cause like him and Dipset, like Cam used to be my guy in Dipset. Like before Dipset, I really liked Cameron. His first album, Confessions of Fire, still a banger to this day. I recommend you go out and copy this or download it, whatever. It was a good album. This news arrives 2 days after 6ix9ine first began testifying in the trial on Tuesday. That same day, Meek Mill, of all people, posted a tweet bashing the rapper for cooperating with federal authorities, something that he damn sure made sure he didn't do when invited to the White House to talk about prison reform. 6ix9ine's going up in federal, because it's just an S. But I think you meant, wow, these people really can't type. 6ix9ine going up in a federal courthouse today, kids. Message of the day, don't be an internet gangster. Be yourself. Clout is not the route. Get money, reads Meek's tweet. I felt so awkward saying that, Meek's tweet. See tweets documenting the testimony below, but instead of doing that, because there was just so much fun. 6ix9ine coverage yesterday that, yeah, we're just gonna go to the Cardi B stuff. Tekashi 6ix9ine testifies Cardi B is a member of the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods gang. This is coming to us from page 6 and is written by Emily Sal, Elizabeth Rosner, and Jackie Sallow. There's Tekashi right there. Okay. Rapper turned snitch, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Oh, dang, writers. What are you like? Yo, y'all gangsters now? What's going on? You sitting there labeling the man a snitch. Whatever. Rapper turned snitch, Tekashi 6ix9ine threw rhymesters Cardi B and Jim Jones under the bus as members of the Bloods as he testified about how he used his former crew for fame on Thursday. Very true. I mean, that's what, like, it's a part of, it's a no different than, you know, the entertainment industry. I mean, it is the entertainment industry. Make no mistake. This is where the entertainment industry plucks their nonsense from. The 23-year-old rapper, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, ticked off the names of 9 Trey Gangsta Blood members as he took the stand in Manhattan federal court against reputed associates Harv and Nuke. Under cross-examination, Tekashi confirmed that Cardi B was a Bloods member, though he denied he copied her blueprint for fame by including members in his music videos. Yeah, you can deny it all you want, that don't make it no less true. Because, like I said, I got a lot of family that are involved in gang activities, and I see them all the time. So when they peoples are in like a video or something like that, they'll sit there and share it as well. It's, you know, it creates a network of buzz for artists and rappers. I mean, people do it on the blue side as well. Crips got their artists, make no mistake. It's urban America. Gotta love it. I knew who she was. I didn't pay attention, he told the court. Of course not. During his testimony, the rapper has detailed his life of crime with the crew, all while name-checking members such as rapper Jim Jones. The Gummo singer faces a mandatory prison sentence of 47 years, though he could walk free on time served for cooperating in the racketeering trial. So is like he getting witness protection? Like I'm curious how that's playing out, as well as, you know, like they're all in a gang. They're all gang members, right? At the end of Donnie Brasco. Why do I feel like I messed that? Donnie Brasco. Yeah, I was like, I feel like I messed that name up. Donnie Brasco. Yo, once the snitch was found out, everybody had to go. I'm surprised I'm not seeing more stories of bodies just dropping all throughout New York, unless they Marlowe-ing it from the wire and tossing them in abandons. On Thursday, Tekashi was questioned on whether he was singing in the case to help the government or to get a more lenient sentence. A little bit of both, he testified. Yeah. Cardi has said she used to be a Bloods member. And to round out the coverage of the Tekashi incident, go away. No, thank you. Okay. This is from Hip Hop Overload. 6ix9ine revealed that James Frank White Baxton and Pedro Magoo Gutierrez were the Godfather Bloods who controlled his career. Once again, Hollyweird doing its thing. 6ix9ine has now named 2 of the highest-ranking 9 Trey Blood members in the world. James Braxton, Frank White, 45 years old, and Pedro Magoo Gutierrez, 46 years old, have been named by 6ix9ine during his trial today. 6ix9ine revealed that Frank White and Magoo are godfathers in their Trey 9 gang, and they control all the 15,000 plus members from a New York State prison. 6ix9ine revealed that Shotty and Harv made him pay protection fees to their bosses, Frank White and Magoo. Check out the transcript from 6ix9ine revealing all this info. And once again, it's Inner City Press. That's clearly in the courtroom. So the attorney asks him, does 9 Trey have a leadership structure? Yes. There were street lineup and prison lineup. How did the prison lineup work? My understanding is that with the prison lineup, there was a higher up to get anything sanctioned on the street. Objection! Overruled. Now, 6ix9ine says he spoke to Frank White and Magoo. They could say who had ranking and who didn't. Turning to the street lineup, there were ranks. I said that wrong. There were ranks. There was a Godfather, twins, 5-star general, who occupied the positions. Mel Murda was the Godfather right under Shotty. Seco Billy was a 5-star. Judge Engelmayer. I'm looking for a stopping point, he said. It will end at 4 p.m. in 5 minutes. Okay, so So yeah. So that's about it. But this is just a little bit more into the structure because like with the police, and that's one of the reasons I really wanted to talk about this is because like with the police have a no snitching rule as well. You know, like any organization, any institution, which at this point you can kind of call urban gangs, like they are institutions, like it or not, they are well established. They have their hierarchies. So to ignore that the hypocrisy, I guess, that the blue side has, because the blue side, there's the blue wall of silence, right? They don't talk. It's the same thing with it's a it's so the logic is so convoluted that it's impossible to make logical sense of. But good thing for me, we don't operate with legit with pure logic around here. Deal is that all of these pieces are there for a reason. You know, you needed to get the drugs into the urban communities, right? Well, create an infrastructure, create a couple of organizations, and let her go. You got the police, which is needed without question because we need law enforcement, like without question, but they too have their own structures. They're all organizations, they're all institutions, and they all have their agenda that they're working through. And so I find it very interesting that, the police side, particularly when it comes to issues such as Black Lives Matter and the like, they go and listen, they're very like, like they you don't like snitch don't police don't snitch on each other. Streets don't gangsters and street cats don't snitch on aren't supposed to snitch on each other. It's just like not how it works. It's that line that I talk about on the channel all the time when it comes to law enforcement. You have that line right there, and either you're on it or you're against it. But each institution, each segment is made up of people who straddle those lines all the time. So really, I wanted to talk about the 6ix9ine thing, not just because, clicks and shit, but because there's a lot of meat on this bone when it comes to urban America and the way we see not just, law enforcement, but the way we see gang members, the way we see our communities. I mean, they're there to, facilitate certain objectives and make us a few things happen on levels that we can't see, like the dropping of property values and the decimation of the schools and stuff like that. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. I'm not scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring, and YouTube and BitChute and the like, they have no interest in what I have to say. And speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments? Does this, like, how is, because I've seen people commenting like, oh man, if you're defending Tekashi, well, that just shows a lot about your character. There's no such thing as character, like when it comes to public perception, everything's been blown to hell. We like to judge. We would all love to be living Martin Luther King's dream right now, but we're not. In a lot of ways, pause, because we are in many ways, and we aren't in many ways. And one of those many ways is like, oh, well, you're in the street, you shouldn't be snitching. And honestly, I'm on that side too. I'm like, yo, why are you snitching, Tekashi? Take your time. You did it, right? If you did it, if you made your call, you made your choices, if you knew the life that you were entering, then I personally don't think that being able to get off not scot free, but being able to snitch and dip, I don't think that should be an option for you. Personally, but I also know how the government and law works. They want to get as many pounds of flesh, as many pieces of the puzzle on the board as they can get. The government, they don't go for a little bit of the pie. They want the whole damn thing. So yeah, and it is what it is, and I guess the world just keeps spinning, huh? It does. So with that being said, Until the next one.